Today we're doing replacing the rear brake pads on a 2000 Volkswagen Jetta. We're going to go ahead and take apart these calipers, take them off the rim. There's two bolts in the back, one at the bottom, one at the top. You'll need a 13mm socket wrench and then a 15mm because you need to hold on to this nut here to keep it from spinning. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this top one. Went ahead and crack that one, and then come down here. Gonna crack this bottom one as well. Okay, so they're both cracked. So I'm going to go ahead and continue and take those nuts out. So I'm just taking out this last nut here on the top, and then the calipers will be free from the discs, brakes. Just about to come off. There you have it. There's the two bolts that come out of there. Okay, now we're going to pull the calipers back off the brake pads and the disc. So you're just going to go and push them back, and you might have to wiggle them a little bit to come off, but they'll come off. Make sure that your emergency brake's off, and that because your emergency brake will hold them on there. Okay, so these are just about to come off. There you go. So now you got that off, you can just let that hang there. And then you got the old brake pads here that just slide on out like that. These brake pads weren't too bad, but they're actually still pretty good, but I thought they were worse than what they are. But we're gonna replace them anyways, since we're already working on it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and clean these, clean up wherever the brake pads make contact. Clean that up, and just so it's got a good mating surface. And also in here, it looked like the old brake pads, they use some kind of a silicone or something that needs to be cleaned up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now we're going to push back the piston on the calipers. I've seen people use C-clamps before. I just go ahead and use this this device that you can loan at AutoZone or any other auto parts store. It's the right tool to use for it. C-clamp will work, but this is just the right tool for the job. Anyhow, you're going to want to, before you do that, you're going to want to crack the cap on the brake reservoir, just so, because you're going to be pushing back brake fluid, and it'll make the pressure release quicker. So anyhow, just going to put this in here like so. And these tools, these loaner tools, they're free. Many of the auto parts stores, they just loan them to you for free. You got to put a credit on them, and then once you return them, you get them back. So it's just the way to go. So you put it in like that, and then you just turn it. and it's turning. And the reason why you do this is because those old brake pads, the cylinder pushes out as the brake pads wear out, and so that when you get new brake pads, they're thicker, and so that this allows you to fit those thicker brake pads back in there. So we got them all, the cylinders all pushed back, and got it all cleaned up pretty well. Now I'm going to put some of this lubrication stuff on there. They say that it helps keep the brakes quiet from making vibrating noises and stuff like that. So we'll take them for their word. Just put that wherever it makes contact. And I'm going to put it anywhere the brake pad makes contact with the calipers. So I'm going ahead and putting some more of this brake lubricant on the brake pad on both sides, or on just the outsides, not on the actual inside part that actually touches the brake disc. So I did that and got them both done. Okay, so the shoes just they just slip in through here, and there's a little notch that they slip into. This one here, you can see it just slides in between there and it holds. So got that. Make sure that they're just sitting in place. There's not much to it. And then take the calipers and slide them back over top of the pad. And then you take your nut or the bolt and put that in there. You don't want to cross thread it, so just be cautious on that. And then tighten that up a little bit. Okay, so I just put the bottom bolt in, and I'm tightening that up. And then you always want to, when you're tightening things up, you never want to tighten one up all the way and then tighten up the other one. You want to kind of tighten them up evenly so you don't bind anything. So that's what I'm going to do here. I went ahead and tightened those up, both those bolts. Just got them nice and good, nice and tight. So now the brake pads, they're on there. I'm going to go in the car and pump the brakes a little bit so the cylinders will push out into the brake pad. Okay, so I went in the car, pumped the brakes a little bit. Everything's done now. Overall, this is a really easy job. It doesn't take much to do this. A beginner mechanic can do this. Very simple, can save you some money. Just need a jack, a couple wrenches, and then just the parts that you get at the auto parts store. So can save you some money.